I'm Michael Cagno, Executive Director of the Noyes Museum of Art of Richard Stockton College. We are the only museum located in southern New Jersey. We have 4 galleries, we have a collection of over 3,500 pieces, and we exhibit annually over 15 different exhibitions. We don't cater to a particular genre, medium, or style. At any given time, located in our 4 galleries, you may find traditional, avant-garde, contemporary, but offering the best, highest quality for the public to choose. It's important for the museum to actually balance the exhibition, so at any given time when the visitors are walking in, they may go in the first gallery and see a traditional landscape exhibition. Then they may go down to one of the lower galleries and see something like Weird New Jersey, which is pop culture and brings a very diverse audience, oftentimes people who've never been to an art museum. And then we mix it up and throw in a little bit of clay and perhaps some social commentary and politics, just to get people engaged and thinking. Sure. When you walk into the museum tonight to celebrate a brand new opening, you're introduced to 4 new exhibits. One of the exhibits is called Mishmash, is based on clay. And we have invited over 60 national artists doing ceramics, part of a clay tour happening in South Jersey. It is complemented by an exhibition in the upper gallery on contemporary viewpoint of the Pinelands, which surrounds us geographically. And to wrap up this exciting exhibition schedule, we have an exhibition of 5 artists based in South Jersey and their variety of interpretations. You have individuals like Greg Bennett, who has the very painterly realism style. You have Glass by Don Friel, with colors that are saturated, interpreting that of the reeds of the marsh. Then we have other artists like Stan Sperlak with his soft pastels, and Neil McFeeters, which is ultra realism.
I'm Chris Romero. I'm a senior at Richard Stockton College, and I'm an art history major, also a communications major. I've been at the Noyes Museum for about 2 years now, volunteering, and I'm curating the exhibition From the Marshlands to the Ocean. From the Marshlands to the Ocean has 6 artists featured. One of them is a sculptor. He uses glass as his medium. The other are oil painters, except for Stan Sperlak, who is a pastel painter. They all do have a connection to the land, and that was the synopsis kind of for the exhibition. The marshlands, they are painted in some senses, but they're not always exhibited and kind of given that beauty as maybe a shore region or something a lot more fun, kind of happy. And the artists really do love the area, so they do give it that emotion and quality to it.
My name is Greg Bennett. I have been painting professionally since 1980. I work primarily in oils. I used to do a fair amount of watercolor, but I find that most of my subjects lend themselves better to oils. I have 3 paintings here today. They depict the Jersey Shore and the town of Strathmere, where I live, in various moods, and each one is entirely different from the next, given that it is a very small town. The subject matter can be very broad. My favorite painting that I have on exhibit here today probably would be this one. It's called Winter Behind the Boathouse. And to me it just evokes the solitude and the austereness of the Jersey Shore in the wintertime.
My name is Neil McFeeters. I've been painting for about 55 years now. I grew up in East Tennessee. I have 3 paintings in the show today. Let's see, there's the Hans Hoffman painting the Mary Margaret. There's the sailing ship 4th of July, and there's a painting called Sunday Morning. I guess of the 3, my favorite is probably the sailing ship 4th of July. And I think it has a feeling and a depiction in it, and also has a dog in it, which I really loved painting. But I enjoyed it very much. I've been doing this for many years now, and these paintings were done over the last 5 years.
My name is Michael Budden. I live in Chesterfield, New Jersey, and I've been painting for around 25 years. Started back in the early 80s, painting wildlife, and now my subject matter has changed to painting subjects like New York City, to the mountains of Montana, and I love to focus on the Jersey Shore, which is what this show is all about. In this particular show, I have 3 paintings represented. 2 are of paintings of the northern shore, Point Pleasant area, harbor area type scenes, and the Cape May area. My expectations for this show was to be able to come and expose my work to a wider range of collectors who are interested in art, to hang with this distinguished group of artists that represent New Jersey, and to be included in the museum show.
I'm from Hillville, New Jersey, and grew up near Port Elizabeth, right along the marshes and the wetlands. And I knew more about the wetlands than I did the city, and I feel that they chose me to paint them. This phenomenon, I love this one because it happened, literally happened. It was several years ago on March 21st. It was full moon, the same night, and Good Friday. And this is the way the marshes have that garish green in the beginning. No one really believes it unless you're out there. And this is what we call wild rice at the beginning. So this is right along the Marsh River, and I have it all memorized. And so what happened, this color is the earth's shadow. As the sun is setting in the west, the earth's shadow comes up in that beautiful blue. And then an amazing phenomenon happens, only for about 4 seconds. And see this pink up here? That is called Venus's girdle, or Aphrodite's belt. And it's explained in the Trojan War. And it actually happens every night at sunset if it's clear, perfectly clear night.
My name is Stan Spurlock. I'm from Canby Courthouse, New Jersey. I'm painting pastels. I love the South Jersey Shore. I've been lucky to have 4 pieces included in this exhibit. I'd have to say that the largest painting is my favorite, just because it's the most recent, and I think that's the way it is with a lot of artists. You're always in love with the last thing you did. But the honest truth is, there's one painting here called Edge of My World, and it's the view from the back of my farm, my studio. And it has like several meanings. It is the edge of South Jersey, it's the edge of the waterway and the marsh, but it's also a view that takes you to forever. This exhibit at the Noyes Museum it's just a landmark thing for myself, and I'm sure that my friends feel the same way.
It's an honor to be exhibiting here. It's my first quote-unquote museum exhibition. All of the artists that I'm showing with are all wonderful, local, accomplished painters, and each one of them is very different from the next. So it's good to see.
I'm very pleased that the Noyes Museum chose and Chris chose me as part of this group, because I admire all the artists in this group. I especially like Greg Bennett's paintings. And I'm just pleased to be here with them, and I'm hoping that the exposure will do all of us good.